When I first got into DCS, I thought I had to be able to do all the things with the aircraft before I really start playing it. So not just air-to-air refueling, which was my nemesis, I thought I had to understand the whole aircraft. The radar, the weapons, the systems, the procedures, all of it. So I watched tutorials. A lot of tutorials. I read Chuck's guides, of course, opened the manuals, and usually ended up on Reddit whenever something didn't work. Eventually, I thought, alright, I got this. So I loaded up a campaign mission, and the moment the shit hit the fan, I was tumbleweed. I forgot basic stuff, things I had already done several times in training in a safe environment. When everything was calm, and I could focus on one thing at a time, I knew what to do. Once several things were happening at the same time, I was lost. So I did what seemed perfectly logical to me. I quit the mission, went back to YouTube and watched more tutorials. And that became the loop. Learn something, practice it, feel good about it, tried in a proper mission, forget half of it, and again. And let me tell you something, I did that for much longer than I want to admit. I spent a lot of time preparing to play DCS. I just wasn't really playing it. The strange thing was, I never really stopped to ask what I actually wanted from DCS. I was just learning things because they were there. At one point, I was reading about how to test the aircraft and its systems before takeoff. I was practicing air-to-air training modes, and also, of course, what to do when certain systems failed. Don't get me wrong, none of that is useless. In a real aircraft, it's obviously important, and if doing everything as close to real life as possible is what you enjoy, DCS is a good option for it. But it wasn't why I was opening the game. I didn't come home from work excited to perform a complete systems check. I wanted to fly. I wanted to shoot things, drop bombs, use the targeting pod and watch something explode. And ideally, land the aircraft afterwards. That was what I actually enjoyed. Yes, I still had to learn things to be able to do all of that. I just didn't need to learn every procedure simply because it was somewhere in the manual. If I wanted to try a new weapon, I learned that weapon. If I wanted to fly formation, I practiced formation flying. And also, if the mission required a system I didn't understand, I just looked it up 5 minutes before takeoff. And also, if I completely destroyed the aircraft, guess what? I got a new one, freshly painted. So, I stopped learning the game in some imaginary correct order. Some things that you might need. Either way, I was finally flying more than I was studying. That worked for the aircraft. Multiplayer was another problem. For a long time, I stayed away from it. Even joining a Discord felt like a much bigger step than it probably should have. In single player, I could completely mess something up, restart the mission, and nobody would ever know. Online, there were actual people involved. And in my head, all of those people knew exactly what they were doing. They knew the aircraft, the server, the terminology, the radio calls, everything. And also, some people in DCS are actual pilots as well, which didn't exactly help. I imagined joining a Discord, saying something completely wrong, and everybody immediately realizing that I had no idea what I was doing. But looking stupid wasn't even the part that worried me most. I didn't want to ruin the mission for everybody else. I thought they would all be flying these properly organized operations. Everyone knew the plan, listened to the radio, and did their job. And then I would arrive. I would miss an instruction, misunderstand a call out, crash into somebody, or somehow become a new problem for the rest of the group. So I did exactly what I had already been doing with the aircraft. I decided I needed to prepare first. I learned SRS, learned the terminology, learned the callouts, learned how multiplayer works, and then, once I knew enough, I would finally join. This day never came, and I didn't learn anything of the mission. The only problem was that I was trying to learn how to fly with other people without flying with other people. And most of this pressure was coming entirely from me. Nobody had told me that I wasn't ready. Nobody had laughed at my radio calls. I hadn't even spoken to these people yet. I had already decided what they would think of me before giving them the chance to think anything. And unsurprisingly, it was nothing like the version I had created in my head. Some of the first people I flew with were Cammy and Jack. They were both heavily into the A10C2, and they helped me get started with the things I had been worried about. SRS, callouts, how the mission worked, dynamic PvE servers, and quite a lot of the A10 itself. Most importantly, they were patient. I could ask something basic, forget it again, press the wrong button, or take far too long, and guess what? Nobody's evening was ruined. That was when I realized that a lot of DCS players actually enjoy helping new people. Of course, the elitists exist. Some people take the whole thing far too serious. But most people I met were just happy to have somebody else to fly with, to share the passion with. As long as I was honest about being new and willing to listen. And that was where we learned on the job, thank you Alec, started to make sense. And sorry, I didn't mean joining a server with no preparation and expecting somebody to teach me an entire aircraft. That's not what I mean. I mean I could learn SRS by actually using it. I could learn the callouts by hearing other people make them. And I could learn a mission by flying it with people who already understood it. And guess what? If I messed something up, I finally had specific to look at afterwards. These days, I fly and stream it. And so also, I sometimes fly with Trigger and stream with Trigger. There is no hiding the mistakes anymore. If I forget something, make a terrible decision, which never happens, or completely lose track, that never happens as well, of what is happening, it happens live. Which is slightly ironic. I used to avoid Discord because I didn't want anybody to see me mess up. Now I broadcast it on the internet as a potato. And honestly, that changed how I play DCS. The easiest way to explain it is probably just to show you. This is from one of my recent streams. I got pulled into a furball, got 3 kills, and still didn't bring the jet home. I'm leaving the stream audio in because you can hear exactly what I was paying attention to and what I wasn't. Stand by. On it, boss. Come on, baby. Hit him.
Chat,
Good splash.
altitude.
Give me the.
Chat, flare. Full
I got him, Berwick.
altitude.
On him.
Which zone are we losing?
Altitude.
We go in. We fighting, gentlemen. The fight never stops. Tumbleweed. I need more. Telly.
5-to-1 ratio here. Okay, we'll switch to
Altitude. Altitude.
yes, we'll do this.
You got it, Berwick. Boom, bada bam. One more.
Chat, flare. Block. Chat, flare.
One.
Altitude.
We're doing this for Mr. John Blur. All clear. Weapons clear. Gentlemen. This is the Autobots. We need all of you to fight John Blur doesn't fear death. With his huge penis, he doesn't fear death. One more. Stay cool, gentlemen. Stay cool. 179. No eyes. Tell you on something? That's him. Going high, yo-yo. Pull it. Boom! Big bada boom, gentlemen. Big bada boom. All right, this is 554. How copy?
Altitude.
Mr. Berwick, it was an honor and a pleasure fighting on your side. It was an honor and a pleasure fighting.
Altitude.
18 looking us. Going. Tally on him.
Chat, flare.
No, fuck.
Warning.
Fuck me.